My name is Domnic. I'm an artist and entrepreneur. I specialize in photography, telling stories through imagery. And entrepreneur, I'm the founder and CEO of Glassbox. Glassbox is a premium men's jewelry brand based in Nairobi, Kenya. Glassbox is where class meets luxury, where class meets modern style. We take for granted things that mean the most to us: health, family, friends, appearance. So an army officer once told me a soldier feels and thinks like a soldier when he's in uniform. So his point, in other words, is how we dress affects how we feel affects how we think affects how we act, and how we act affects how others react to us. That in itself commands respect, that in itself gives us leverage to influence, that in itself gives us status. So Glassbox is here to add class to modern style, and we actually change that, being able to improve the overall image of the gentleman. A typical day looks like it's more of creating stories, coming up with ideas, trying to find new ways to improve, to innovate, to actually solve the problems in this vicinity. So a typical day involves not only just writing or even creating the stories, but actually trying to find the desires of our clients, the pains that they have in their everyday life. For a personal brand and a business, unlike a business brand, a personal brand you have to know a lot about a little, but a business brand you have to know a little about a lot, excuse me. So it's always trying to learn the new thing that actually keeps me going, and that is what I love about what I do. Up until I joined the campus, I don't remember any time I thought I would be a photographer or a model or even in business. So it was actually a coincidence when when I was in campus, a photographer was actually creating his own portfolio. So they asked me if I could be their model, and yeah, that's how it started. So later I fell in love with the craft, and I really came to like actually the aspect of telling the stories themselves. I was one of the normal kid, just a normal kid, go to school, playing, but I was really competitive. I think that is something that stood out for me, trying to create something for me just to be autonomous, to be independent of what I am pursuing and what I get in return, yeah. Well, my parents' reaction was indifferent and dismissive. It was quite unwelcoming, given the fact I had already graduated, and it actually didn't make sense doing something that I didn't pursue, like in my studies. So I found it even hard for myself to actually explain what I'm doing, like telling them I'm actually being taken. I make money, or I get paid to get my pictures taken. At least it would make much more sense if I said I'm the one taking pictures, I'm the photographer. So I think it was really hard. It was really hard for them to accept that. Are they supportive right now? I'd say partly, because it really didn't sink for them in terms of actually doing something out of what I studied. So, but at the end of the day, I think what I'm sure is they are happy that I'm able to take care of myself, I'm independent. That is actually what every parent wishes for their children. I think parent support gives us a reassurance, emotional reassurance, in the sense that, you know, everything will be okay. At the end of the day, you will be okay. And personally, that is one of the things I wish I got, and getting that emotional reassurance. And this actually made me now to actually do it on myself, to acquire that strength of character, to actually be able to stand by myself, understanding that even if the world is against me, even if the world rejects me, I still have myself and I'm enough. So we are 5. I'm the eldest, I'm the firstborn, and being a firstborn comes with a great responsibility for sure, because everyone else is looking up to you. So one of the things I'm proud of is the steps I've been able to set for my younger siblings. They look up to me, and it actually moves me and actually motivates me to do more. They actually really admire what I do, which actually, like I said, it keeps me moving. And I feel they have an advantage in the sense that I did the boring work, I did the hard work before, so they kind of have to just follow the footsteps. I already made the way. So it makes much sense for them to actually see what I'm doing and actually want to do it for themselves. Even if not exactly what I'm doing, to pursue something in the line of what they love to do, which is actually what actually drives me and makes me even more proud. Photography, when I started modeling, I came across a photographer, like I mentioned, who was trying to create his portfolio. And it was really a coincidence when I actually wanted to start to pursue now modeling now as a career. So that was really something that put me on the journey. And when it came to business, I actually met someone else who was actually in the business for a while, the fashion industry, and I actually worked there for 2 years. And I think that is one of the things I thank myself for, actually working with a mentor. So I stayed there for 2 years, learning, listening, what things I can improve on. And when time came to actually start my brand, I had the knowledge and I knew exactly what to do. As much as I didn't figure everything out, I was able to have the basic fundamentals of a business and how to run things around. So really having a mentor is very important and essential for growth. My mentor, his name is Brighton. He's the founder and CEO of Cityficial Clothing. Yeah, they deal with bespoke suits, weddings, pretty much outfits and everything. Yeah. Well, in my line of modeling, I met Edward, the founder of 254 Talent Management. So I was able to get to create my own portfolio and get to secure a few jobs that actually put me in the right path. So big shout out to Edward for doing that. And yeah, I think the first thing someone can do in modeling would be to join an agency, to at least get to know what are the things, what are the fundamentals that need to be done and taken into account as you start the journey. So one of the highlights in my career was to launch my brand, my business brand Glassbox, and I can't wait to show you and tell you more about it. Don't touch that dial. Welcome back. My name is Domnic. I'm a millennial on the move, and one of my highlights is launching my business brand, Glassbox. This is something that has helped me have a deep understanding of what business is. Yeah. So my highlight was launching the brand, Glassbox itself. So above that is actually the customer connection, learning their pains, their desires, what actually ticks for them. That is one of the things that I keep craving, and I constantly learn more about the business itself. Yeah. Customer connection is key for us, for Glassbox. Understanding their viewpoint and understanding their pains, like I mentioned, is what drives us, because at the end of the day, we are not really selling the commodities. We are actually solving that problem. One of the places we are able to acquire customers, of course, is the social media, word of mouth, which is actually key to where we have placed our brand. So really, what I really enjoy about even above the business aspect or even just selling and everything is just being able to understand them, know them personally. That is something that really keeps me moving and keeps us constantly innovating and trying to find ways to even go broader. Usually, for the most part, our customers are from social media and word of mouth. Word of mouth is one of the things, because there's a book I read by Naval Rafikant. It talks about it that you only sell if you don't know how to market. You only market if you don't have a good product. So our products sell themselves, and being able to get them to our client, they do the marketing for us. So really, it's word of mouth for us here. What I've learned is the things that lead to success are not intelligently hard to comprehend. They are just emotionally hard to comprehend. So it is the small, smart choices done consistently over a long period of time that make a radical difference. So it's really about the the boring basic fundamentals, which is the volume and the time. So the more you do, the better you get. The better you get, the more you do. And the longer you do, the better you get. The better you get, the longer you do, because you actually like it. So this compounds in itself. One of the mantras I have is the persistent pursuit of my fullest potential. So, and Darren Hardy talks about it in the Compound Effect book, that success is not something that you pursue, it's something you attract by the person you become. So constantly learning, relentless curiosity is what has helped me to keep doing and keep learning new things. Yeah. The way I practice and create a competitive advantage for me, it's self-education and repetition. So self-education is, the more I know, the more I can see. The more I can see, the better perspective I can have. The better perspective I can have, the better outcome and decision making I can have. So when it comes to repetition, is the more you do something, the better you get at it. And one of the things I've learned is, I think there's a philosopher who said this, that once you understand the way broadly, you can see it in all things. So again, it is the repetition that actually creates and compounds on itself. Glassbox, we are always trying to find new things, new designs, new trends, new ways of even getting to our customers. So for instance, our products, we import everything from everything at our brand, we import everything. So getting to learn how to actually import them is one of the things, it's one of the lessons I've got to understand and really deepen the understanding of the business, yes. How I ensure I'm a step ahead is constant learning, constant finding new things, learning new things, and repetition, doing the same thing over and over again. How big are my dreams? I'd say I'd like to see Glassbox as a household name, so my only focus remains to be focused on that. Why do I think millennials go wrong in the pursuit of their dreams? So the person you are, the character you aspire to have, is built on the activities you commit to. So you commit on what you can control. It is controlling the controllables. So it is doing the doing without seeing the result of your doing, and you keep doing it, independent of if it goes well. If it goes well, you keep doing it. If it doesn't, you keep doing it so that you get better, and eventually you'll get it. So the advice I'll give to someone wanting to follow this path, I'd say commit to the action. So the action is the goal. The outcome is not the goal. So for instance, say you want to lose weight, for instance. The goal is not to lose weight, actually. It is the consistent actions, working out every day, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever time it is. So it's committing to the action that actually makes the change. What do I love to do in my free time? I actually find it hard to separate work time and free time. So I'd answer it what I love, what I enjoy doing, and it's pretty much creating stories through photography, a bit of reading, music here and there, and pretty much working out, sure. So I read, my favorite books to read are non-fiction. I like to read, one of my favorite authors is Alex Hormozi, Robert Kiyosaki, Darren Hardy. My favorite books is The Compound Effect. That's one of my favorite. I actually highly recommend that. It really teaches us, or taught me that the small, consistent actions done over a long period of time, they make a radical difference. And that is something that I live by. That's one of my philosophies, yeah. So the kind of music I listen to is pretty much a bit of everything. Hip-hop, reggae, just something that catches my ear. It's good for me, yeah. So Denzel Washington said something I really like. He said that wanting something is reason enough. And people tend to ask, why do you want to be a millionaire? Why do you want to start your own business? Why do you want to travel the world? It's because you want to. Wanting something is reason enough. And lastly, this from LeBron James. He said, tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're gonna be tired. Don't get tired. My handles are at social media, Glassbox, glassbox.co, Instagram. Our website is glassbox.co.ke. My personal page is Collins_Domnic. Yeah, that's pretty much it.